This will likely be the most impactful video I make on this channel because I'm going to address a problem that I deal with and that I know a ton of people deal with, and why this speech from Teddy Roosevelt eradicates any of that. And that problem is the fear of being judged, the fear of judgment. I want to read a quote from this Teddy Roosevelt speech, and just this quote alone out of this super long speech really resonated with me, and I hope it'll resonate with you. So it goes, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong the man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions? Who spends himself in a worthy cause? Who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement? And who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." So I'm going to break that down. It's such an impactful couple of lines there. But basically, the first line is what strikes me the hardest. It is not the critic who counts. It's not the person that's judging you, the critic, who counts. Their opinion is nothing to you. You are in the arena. You're marred by dust and sweat and blood. You're the one that's grinding. So why care about what the critic is saying? They're not the one doing it. They're just the one talking. This really struck me hard because in the past week, my brother and I are taking our business to the next level in terms of being more public about it. Obviously, in today's day and age, social media is the way to go with anything. So we figured it makes more sense to get a little more public about our brand and about our business. And a little bit of fear struck me because it's like, okay, now we were operating from the shadows with this, but now it's like anybody can see this. Anybody can really keep up with what we're doing. And this kind of made me come to a realization, because when I first thought of the idea of putting the business public, it did give me a little anxiety at first, but I was okay with it. I was eager to do it because I knew that was the next step to success. I wasn't worried about what people would think. And I think this newfound belief and this newfound confidence can be attributed to posting on YouTube and putting myself out there. I would have never had that confidence in myself had I not been doing this. So the point is, we started doing that. And if anybody has anything to say, any close friends of mine who might see it through LinkedIn or whatever the case is, I'm not going to care because they are a critic. They are not marred by dust and sweat and blood. They do not know the triumph of high achievement, which is what I hope to achieve. I'm not saying I'm there yet, but that's the goal, and I hope I'm getting there by doing this. The last part of the speech that I'll point out is, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings. So if you're worried about failure, right, and your critics seeing you fail, or anything in the realm of failure, just know that there is no effort without error and shortcomings, as he says, as Teddy Roosevelt says. And at your worst, if you fail, at least you fail while daring greatly. Continue to dare greatly and not care what your critics think. Thank you for watching.